In this lesson, we will learn how to join a Windows computer to an Active Directory domain. This process allows centralized control, easier management, and a consistent security policies across all domain-joined devices. By joining a computer to a domain, you allow it to be managed centrally through Active Directory. This means users can log in with domain credentials, and IT admins can apply security settings, deploy softwares, and manage access from central server. First, let's download the Windows 11 image. You can download the evaluation version and use it. Once the evaluation version is ready, let's go to our VMware workstation, then create a new machine and select the operating system. Now it is Windows 11. Then give meaningful name and provide a location to store the virtual machine disk. Then enter the password. Then click next. Then adjust the processor based upon your configuration. Adjust the memory also based on your configuration. Then make sure you selected the bridge network because our server Windows domain controller is also running in the bridge network. So it need to be in the same network. So that's the only selection I would like to highlight you to be careful when you are installing this Windows 11 in a similar network like I'm showing now. So review it, then click on finish. Then let's mount the ISO, the one we just downloaded. The installation of Windows 11 is straightforward. You just need to complete the wizard. Then once the installation is complete, it prompts you to enter the username and password that you want to create for this machine. And that username and password is going to be the local username and password of this PC. We can say that is going to be the local admin of this computer. During the installation, it's gonna ask you like to enter the device name also, and this name is going to be displayed in the domain controller Active Directory users and computers once you join this computer to the domain controller. So you can type, for example, admin PC or reception PC, a meaningful name that help you to locate or identify this PC where in your office. Then select setup for work or school option, then click next. Then click on sign in options, then domain join instead. And now you enter your name. So here you can enter your name, it's fine, but generally instead of entering the name of the person, I prefer to enter here admin so that you can create the same username for all the workstations. The local admin name will remain as admin, and it makes sense more than giving some custom names. So I would like to add admin, then enter a password. So this is going to be the local administrator password for this computer. Then click next, confirm the password. Now the installation has completed, so you can log in with the local admin username and password that you have created. As I'm running this Windows 11 in VMware workstation, I have to install VMware tools so that I get a better desktop version in my VMware workstation. But if you're doing this in production, then you don't need to install these tools at all. Now the Windows 11 is ready. What you need as a requirement to join to a domain controller. You need a working domain controller. We set it up already in the last video. So we have a itproguide.com domain controller. You need a proper network connectivity. That means your workstation should be able to reachable to the domain controller. And also you need to assign IP address. It can be DHCP or static IP, that is fine. But what is important is the configuration of DNS. In the Windows 11 DNS, you need to enter the IP address of your domain controller. That is how the Windows 11 know that which domain controller it have to look up. Then the computer must be in the same network or VPN. That is a minimum requirement to join a Windows 11 or any computer to a domain controller. So first step, let's configure the network. Go to the network interface, properties, then IPv4, then use the following DNS option. Enter the IP address of our domain controller. So the one I installed is 1.20, so I just entered the IP address of the domain controller. Now from the system settings, you will be able to see rename this PC domain or workgroup options. So you already know the name of the PC, it is admin PC, so we don't need to change it. That is fine. But if you want to change, you can change also. Then click on domain or workgroup, then click on change. So here you can see workgroup and domain. Let's click on the domain, then enter the domain name, that is itproguide.com. Then click OK, and this is going to prompt you to enter the admin credential. This admin credential is the domain controller administrator account. So for successful, you get a pop-up, welcome to the domain. That means you successfully joined your computer to the domain controller. Then you can restart your computer. After you restart, you will see that you have multiple options to log in as a local user or other user. So click on the other user, then enter any domain user that you created. For example, Ben was created in the previous video. You can use that account and he can log in. And the same way you can add multiple computers to your domain and the user will be able to log in through the domain controller to any of the PCs. So this is how you manage the access, network resource access centrally using Active Directory domain controller. To summarize, joining a computer to domain allows you to manage users, devices, and security centrally through Active Directory. You can join a domain using either GUI like we did, or you can also use PowerShell. Just make sure that the DNS is set up correctly, and also you may need to try to switch off the firewall or disable IPv6 ping because sometime it don't work straight away. Then you need to check what is blocking to reach to the domain controller. So these are the common things that comes up when you try to join to the domain controller. So try to toggle these options, then find a way to fix your Active Directory and workstation joining issue. Thanks for watching this video. See you in the next one.